Hi, I'm Matt with Haldimand Motors, and this is Car Conversations. Today I'm here with Jane Scheel from the Haldimand Norfolk Women's Services. Are you ready to go?
I sure am, Matt. Let's go.
Let's go. Tell me a little bit more about the Haldimand Norfolk Women's Services and how you help people in the community.
So I would say the best part of our service is we meet women where they're at. So whatever it is they're needing, we're able to fill that void on the continuum of service that we provide.
Nice. So if you're on an elevator and someone asked you, what do you do? What's your one sentence, quick synopsis of what exactly your role is?
I think that's a day-long answer actually, but in a nutshell, I'm the Executive Director of Haldimand Norfolk Women's Services. And in that role, I probably wear 100 different hats a day.
Cool.
Work at Women's Services is not just a job, I would say. It actually becomes a bit of the fabric of who you are. Women's rights, equality, feminism have all been really important parts of my life. So this is sort of an extension of my own beliefs and values and the opportunity to provide service to other women in my community at the same time.
Nice. It's awesome to see that you've taken something you're passionate about and really devoted your life to it.
Yeah, it's been a long career fighting the fight, I would say.
Well, we thank you for fighting the fight.
You're welcome.
So how big of a problem is this abuse?
It's a pretty significant problem. It's a problem that folks don't really like to talk about.
Yeah.
It's often been sort of hidden. No, it's none of my business. I'll pretend it's not happening. But it's, 1 in 4 women in Canada experience abuse at the hands of their intimate partner. So that sort of explains to you how big a problem it is.
For sure. Is there any one particular story that's just kind of stuck with you over the years as someone that was really special?
I have a few of those actually, Matt, but one woman in particular, Susie, she experienced abuse for many, many years, and it wasn't until it wasn't until her daughter started to be sort of the victim of that abuse, and at that point she made the decision to leave. She successfully took every possible step that she could take. She went back to school. She ended up getting a really, really good job. Her daughter did so well in school. She's come back. She's volunteered with us. She's just a success story. So she's certainly an inspiration to other women. She's just delightful and has really grown from sort of her experience, and now is giving back, sharing her story with others, which is really helpful to many women, because so often women feel like they're the only one this is happening to, and that's not the case.
Yeah. It's great how people can turn their pain and the things they've gone through in the past to turn that around and make something good of it and help other people get out of tough situations.
Absolutely. So she's a survivor that clearly has been an inspiration to many other women.
That's amazing. So what are some red flags and things that women can watch out for that maybe the relationship they're in isn't the best, and it is either an abusive relationship already or it might start to become one soon?
I think, Matt, I think controlling someone else's behavior is the sort of first clue. So when you're asked about where are you going, what time will you be back, who are you going to be with, controlling finances, whether it's household finances, giving women an allowance, if you will, not sort of isolating them from their family, from their friends, criticizing what they do. There are so many subtle things, and then I think what happens is women will often see something as a one-off and not look at the behavior as a collective behavior. And I think when women start to put together all of the pieces, then I think they start to realize just how abusive the relationship is.
Yeah. I'm sure we've all had situations before where we've started to see that kind of those patterns in our relationships or our friends' relationships. What kind of things can we do, and how can we approach a friend and have a healthy, safe conversation with them if we start to see those things come up in their relationships?
I think you really made a key point, and that's a safe conversation. So a woman needs to feel safe to disclose, and I think it's also really important to let her know what options are out there, whether that be the shelter, that be a counseling service, whatever. Just give her those resources. Let her know there's help out there. There are provincial hotlines. We have a crisis line. And really understanding that she will do this when the time is right for her. You can't force someone to do that, and she knows when it's safest for her to do that. So just providing her with as much information as you can in the least judgmental way. I think once someone feels judged, they'll often clam up and not share information. If you let her understand that you know that she knows best for herself, and just keep the door open.
Yeah.
Always keep the door open, but without judgment.
Yeah, it's awesome when we can look after friends and give them the information that they need. And then we can also have resources like you guys, the Haldimand Norfolk Women's Services, that they can turn to, and
Absolutely.
they can have that safe space to go.
Absolutely.
So this is an amazing organization, and I know that this is something that a lot of people are passionate about. How can the community really come beside you and support you as you work through this?
You know, Matt, it would be great if people could become more aware. This social problem is not going to go away because women's services exists. It requires the entire community to become aware, to understand what abuse looks like, and to step up when they see something that's happening and, you know, call people on their behavior. So it does really become everyone's responsibility. You know, in addition to that, Matt, I guess the other thing about the community is, just like we're doing today, this is a great opportunity for us to get the word out about the service we provide. And my sincere thanks to Haldimand Motors and to you, Matt, for giving us this opportunity. As I said earlier, I wear many hats, and this is the first time I've ever worn this hat. So it's a great opportunity. Thank you.
I'm glad we could help. Well, Jane, thank you so much for taking the time to teach us a little bit more about the Haldimand Norfolk Women's Services and a little bit about what you do there.
Thanks for the opportunity, Matt. It was great riding around with you.
Yes, you as well.